but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting I step, heart is sticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. Been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above.
Good morning, grasshoppers.
We are heroes tonight.
Some small technical difficulties, but we will weather them through somehow. Archipelago, how are you? Oh no, we still haven't looked up the Vienna Gambit. You really do need to counterattack in the center.
to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Lady, flow slow. Did you ever ask yourself things that you don't know? They won't tell you flowers grow between the concrete. Learn from your mistakes, it's where your soul and where your mind meet. But you gotta go somewhere, it's on your own 2 feet. Follow your own heartbeat, the universe it seems.
All right, we're going to do this without sound for a little bit. It seems to be a Bluetooth issue. Hopefully not such a serious Bluetooth issue. So how am I going to go about this? Taking advantage of this pawn structure. Good morning, Otis Noob. Guess who's here? Nicely done, sir. I meant to get my coffee before I started the stream. I did not manage it. Not entirely sure what I was thinking on that last move. But okay. We'll grab the pawn now, since it was hanging for 2 moves in a row. Where are the weaknesses? What is my opponent up to? The answers to these questions and more. It appears that I can grab space like this. But can I? And now what will he do? What piece will he grab? We'll be patient. I'm not entirely sure how easily it is, how easily protected, how easily it will be to protect that pawn. Well, that's interesting. First, a complimentary checkup. Capture, capture. So, capturing with the rook. Maybe we can. Just maybe we can. Interesting. small threats. And now for something completely different. Queen f5 threatens the mate, and I had a very difficult time with that one, to be honest. I did have a very difficult time with that one. Queen f5. The just 960 game was an explosion. What did we accomplish? Just maybe we can offer. How did I know he was going to do that? For some strange reason, I just felt that might happen. Give the rook a chance, right? All right, coffee time. Coffee time. Quick intermission, coffee time. I'll be right back. I cannot play this tournament without coffee. I hope we have enough players. The 2 of us, 3 of us are taking off this round. 4 of us. No! There's something wrong with my Bluetooth connection. Bluetooth connection skipping is what I need to Google. Bluetooth connection skipping. Oh, yeah. Ah. I'll be back.
to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes
And we're back. Very quiet in here, very quiet. Let's check out Viper 101 versus Chess Le Pixel. One side has a save for king and an extra exchange. Ouch, skewer time. I might have gone with the skewer first, but this will work. It was a skewer of 2 pawns. And it's 13 seconds. Viper is managing to hoover up all of the pieces. He avoided, or he did have, instead of b5, he had the check to pick up the bishop. I'm going to give this music track a shot. Ouch. That's a skewer. Desperado? Uh-oh. Nope, this is a pawn promotion exercise and a half. So, while we're at it, let's check the only other game going. Anarku, very good.
Check.
Oh no, well, almost very good. Was the rook on b6 hanging?
Check.
Fork!
Check.
I would go the other way for the fork. The fork still exists. Grab a pawn. You had no choice, but could you have not grabbed the pawn because of... I just want to see that last bit in slow motion here. So in this particular position, this rook was not hanging because of the pin. So check. Check. So a ladder mate did exist here. Check. Check. It did look like a ladder mate existed here. Is that you, Otis Noob? Lauren, good morning. Oh no, Lauren is playing Otis Noob. These guys are still at it? Absolutely. In any event, we are back.
Ready.
So why is it so hard to let you go?
Oh no, Chesla Pixel, was it that bad? There he is. He has arrived. He was probably analyzing his own game. I'm a big believer in C5. The power of C5. If my opponent's going to put pawn on E3, we're not going to help him out so quickly or easily.
So why is it so hard to let you go?
Grabbing space. 3 pawn. Can't let him have an outposted knight on the 5th rank. That is a much stronger knight. Good morning. Good day, Lauren. How are you? It is always lovely to see you. It's not possible to hang on to this pawn due to the pins and the pressure on all of these dark squares, unfortunately. Well, isn't that fascinating? Did not consider that move. Bum, 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 bum. All right, moment of truth time. Do we capture and then capture? I believe we do. Let's bolster our center. Gain time on the bishop. So it's very few squares, mind you. Wow. Is he saving his piece? What can we attack instead?
So why is it so hard to let
Let's keep loosening up. Let's keep loosening up the Joneses and keep attacking weaknesses. And now for something completely irrelevant. Avoiding this pin. Is this a reasonable move? I really do need to use more stuff though. I don't want to give him any squares for his knight or his bishop. Wow. Keep up the attack on this pawn. And he just defends the pawn? Not what I was expecting. We're taking advantage of the pin. Taking advantage of the pin. Get all of our stuff out. Is he threatening me? Is he threatening me? We're just going to keep on attacking. We're just going to keep attacking. Queen, is the queen tied down to this pawn? It appears so. Castle. Rook. Can't make up my mind, but we at least have this option. Unfortunately, queen f3 runs into e4, e3. So we want to leave our rook on f8 just for a moment. On a8 anyway, just for a moment. As advertised? We'll take advantage of bishop to b7 later, if that's needed. But chances are he doesn't want it captured with check.
Victory.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I had not gotten to the queen takes d3 candidate move yet, amazingly enough. Yesterday I had a double Botez gambit declined. Was it yesterday? Or was it Monday? I think it was Monday morning. I had a double Botez gambit declined. So Adesnoob and Lauren played in the first round. Let's check that game out and their conversation in the chat. Wait a minute, I don't see it. Maybe they're playing in, is Lauren JW? Dressless chess, Adesnoob. Got it. Viper 101. Very strong. What was the trick that we were relying on anyway? Personally, I still feel like d4 is the best move against knight on g to e7. But perhaps not. Knight c3, c3. Matter of taste, most popular move, g6, and now d4, c3 again. Played by Leko, Karyakin. This doesn't bode well for c3. No wonder everybody's playing it. So d4 was played. And this also looks like it's in black's favor. No wonder everyone's playing the g6 Roy. but it's another option here. I still feel like castles was too natural. Nepomniachtchi versus Carlsen, knight c3. Aha. Knight c3. After all, the bishop's never taking, and the bishop doesn't need to retreat because there's no threat of taking. So knight c3 makes sense. It also has the best percentages. So Carlsen tried this and lost in 2020 in November. Carlsen, however, tried knight to g6 instead of the... I felt like a6 was the committal one. Alright, well, we've learned something about this variation. Against knight on g to e7, we're going to follow the game Nepomniachtchi Carlsen. Let's just check it out to see if it's in here. I don't think it is, but we have to look at it. As part of a Carlsen, the World Championship that never was. Carlsen versus Nepomniachtchi. Knight c3, everyone. Leon the Great One. Leon. Leon, how are you? Leon, my friend. So when bishop g4 occurs, then bishop e3 is a natural move. Because now there's no knight to g4. And since this line is closed, we're naturally recapturing with the pawn for the open file. We're just going to step out of the pin. Now, we're going to seize upon the squares that he does not want. Again, this knight is somewhat misplaced, fascinatingly enough. Can we bum rush him? That's the question. Is there a threat yet? Is that the threat? I don't know if that was really a threat. Not sure whose bishop is shut out more. My dark squared bishop, which still has the latent potential of attacking. Or his dark squared bishop, which can't seem to move at all. Now what? We're going to continue on our merry way with attacking those squares. Am I concerned about this? I am mildly concerned. He is getting c5 in. But we're going to continue as though nothing ever happened. Let's see if he lives to regret this decision. Is he going to live to regret it? We'll find out in just one moment. I feel like good things are happening. So far, so good. 2 now on the D4 on the E4 pawn, and his kingside pawns are weakened quite a bit beyond repair. So far, his rooks have not left the back rank, nor have they found an open file. Where are you headed? Let's just keep attacking. We're just going to keep attacking. Hopefully our opponent is enjoying his pawn grabs on my queen side with no supporting pieces. I mean, you do really need more than one piece to attack. And really? Nothing? Check. Let's just make sure that this is made. First this check. Check. I mean, after all, we are opening up more lines. Oh, what a truth. Do we take? We have to have his queen on that square, don't we? Tonight. Well, I don't want to hang my queen. So what is he threatening? Got a series of checks leading to?
Check.
What?
Check. Victory.
Leon? I'm so sorry. So far, so good. Diligent daily training. Please follow on the socials if you want to get the announcements. On Twitter, occasionally on Instagram, certainly in the Discord. Follow and subscribe on YouTube. Get the announcements of the Diligent Daily Training. Let's return to the Caro-Kann for a moment.
Made a mistake last night. Maybe I can make it right. Slide on closer, baby. We can talk about it. No need to be mad. Hate to see you sad. Yes, I know I'm crazy, crazy about you, crazy about your love. I know I'm a flirt sometimes. I know
Let's keep up the pressure on the center pawns.
way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it might be tough.
Keep up the pressure on the center pawns.
Enough. It's just how I show my love. Darling, can I live it up with you? I know I'm a flirt sometimes.
This cannot possibly be
I know I get way too high. Darling, can I live it up with you? I know that it might be tough. I know when you're had enough.
I don't trust that one. Right? That one just sounds too good to be true to be to be copyright free. So now, where is the bishop going? That is the question. Whoa, don't be so obliging. Ye gods. Put up a fight. Play hard to get, why don't you?
Check.
Pretty please. Yeah. First we remove a defender. Bishop h4 coming soon to a terrible workspace near you. Interesting. No, my ready to explode right up in the sky. So where is he going and what is he threatening? And how does he defend? Just gonna keep bothering the best weaknesses we can find. A3 was too easy. Please be certain to join the dojo if you wish to join the events in the future. We run this event Let's get these pawns moving. Getting the pawns moving. Let's get the pawns moving. Got to move it, move it. So is he going to move his knight with check, and what does it all mean? Oh, he hasn't seen anything yet. Now that we have C3 locked down, can he defend? Let's lock down on the queen side. I'm sorry, on the king side. Just gonna fix the pawns on those squares. Eliminate all the weaknesses.
I've been all around the globe trying to protect
Your soul.
Flow slow.
And now,
Did you ever ask yourself things that you don't know? They won't tell you flowers grow
is the rook trapped?
concrete. Learn from your mistakes, it's where your soul and where your mind meet. When you gotta go somewhere, it's on your own 2 feet. Follow your own heartbeat. The
Victory.
universe, it seems.
Sorry, Z.
Give me
I apologize.
give me all that I
Lauren, don't say that. Let's rephrase what you just said, Lauren. While you would like that to be true, what has been happening is that you've been assimilating new knowledge, because I know you've been studying. You've been trying new things. You've been being adventurous. You have been, your mind is filled with all sorts of ideas, and you're not seeing the trees in front of the forest. And this happens. So basically, you're going through an assimilation period. That's what you're doing. You're going through an assimilation period. It's like the terrible twos for toddlers, right? It's a stage they have to go through to establish their own identity. And you're doing the same thing. You're going through your terrible twos, trying to get your foot, your toes on that next rung of the ladder so that you can climb up. That's all it is. But if you say you're playing badly, that's going to manifest a rather awkward reality that you don't really want. I know the LOL is designed to undermine it, but it doesn't quite work. Ryzev and his mother are playing. I'm so intrigued by Ryzev and his mother. I think she found me on Instagram too. Cheers, Anarku. Now we have a little bit of a problem trying to defend our rook and the d7 square at the same time. Can it be done?
Check.
Not sure about that one. I was looking at Queen A1. Queen A1, Queen D4, but I guess this will work. We have Queen E3. They don't want to walk into Queen E5, perhaps?
Check.
Now, Queen E5 looked like a real test of our playing ability, but it possibly still is.
Check. Check.
But now how do we guard
Check.
our rook on A1? Check, check, check.
Check. Check. Check.
Remember, we have a 2-second increment, so it's not like that. It's going to be so hard to do.
Check.
Wow. Nicely done. Cheers. Cheers. That was a great finish. I don't know that it was forced, but it was certainly Chesla Pixel definitely got hornswoggled in that one.
Ready.
You have to look up some of these phrases. Hornswoggled. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up with Knight C3, by the way. I want to get 1,000. I want to get 1K in every opening. The improvement on the Jabava London. We played this before, Master Sicilian. This is a very tricky concept. I think he slipped. Just attempting to keep up the pressure. Interestingly enough, I'm not up that much material. Right? I'm not up that much material. Ah.
It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we like. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door.
I did manage to checkmate his queen. Small goal. Can I do it this way? I seem to be up a piece for some strange reason. How do I go about this? We are collecting. Let's start putting our pawns on dark squares so that our bishop can see some light. Taking advantage of pins. Oh no, don't do that. I wanna take it all in. I'm falling. The cityscape by night. Wanna catch in my photos. Where you go. Every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights. Now we've got some Zugzwang. Right? Now we've got some Zugzwang. We're just going to run him out of moves here. Running him out of moves. Just for Zugzwang instructionals here. Can I do it? Castle in the sky. Sorry, buddy. Do we have one more game? We do not have one more game. But it looks like Zuna Salieri might win the tournament. Where is he? Oh no, he's finished. He might win the tournament, but Leon the Great One must win his game to take first. Can he do it? Queen to d4. Queen to d4. What was that all about? Why didn't we take the bishop if b takes c5 was possible? Oh, because of rook. Got it. The bishop on f1 was hanging. Queen to d4 should be decisive. Maybe not. Pawn takes. d3. This does not solve our problem. I still feel like queen to d4 is the simplest solution. Yeah, bishop e3 is not possible, so this is a nice move. Queen d2, bishop b5. Yeah, that doesn't work because a pawn takes. Bishop takes. Yes, I think you should just go with the straightforward move, bishop to c6. However, this will tax your playing ability now. Check. One more check. Queen, rook f2 check. Kind of like rook f2 check better, but okay. Own silhouette. And then a mate with a bishop. Nicely done. Leon the Great One wins. Ryzev, you played a good tournament. You put up a lot of great defense there. Let's just see 1 second what Ryzev did. Oh no, Ryzev, you have to have a... I'm going to do a YouTube video series just for Ryzev. Leon the Great One, namaste, you won the tournament. I don't count, by the way, because I'm here every day. As Lauren, I almost, people were congratulating me. SLK Chess with his videos from Chennai. It is very, very cool. So what do we have here? Leon the Great One, indeed. Congratulations. I wish I didn't have to run, and I almost wish that we had more viewers. Did Title Tuesday really take all of them out? Is that the question? All around the globe, trying to protect your soul. But you didn't hear me earlier when I was telling you not to try to avoid phrases like that. I did mention this before. You have to rephrase the horrible and the terrible into assimilating and processing and coming to an understanding with new material, new adventures, new ideas. You've got your mind swirling, as I mentioned before. I think you were probably playing your game and you turned off the stream, Lauren, or you muted the stream. But no, I mean, basically, I did say that you're not going to see the trees for the forest sometimes. You're going to trip over a lot of things on your way to improvement. So yeah, I said it earlier, I think, when we were playing. And I saw that you'd said you had a terrible tournament, but if you manifest it, it's not going to be good. Ali, namaste. It's so good to see you and your son. Namaste. Thank you so much. I'm happy everybody is back. Some people do disappear from the stream. I definitely noticed that when you mute the stream, you don't count as a viewer, apparently. Isn't that weird? They've got new things, so you can't mute the stream if you want to count as a viewer. Yeah, and you're going to trip over something. You can't. You don't even see the trees sometimes. You're lucky to see the forest at all. You just see green, and then you're falling over stuff all the time. And I'm not sure which direction it is, whether it's not seeing the forest for the trees or not seeing the trees for the forest. But in general, yes, I promised myself that I was going to do that book. Let me take it out now. I haven't looked at this book in years. But I also had the same impression as you when I first opened it. Hold on, I think it's under W. I moved everything. My daughter rearranged everything. Wait. I am missing it. I'm missing the book. Oh, there it is. I just didn't see it because it was a slightly different cover. So basically, this was his Ivanović Revisited. Watson's Ivanović Revisited, because Ivanović had my system. That is so awesome. I want him to dominate our tournament. But is he watching? I'm going to show him what's going on, and you too. I believe that both of you are having the same issue. For example, both of you are playing the same way against the Sicilian, and you're getting these terrible positions. You're really going to have to take the bull by the horn and play. See here. If you want to open up lines, anytime your opponent doesn't control the center, I recommend that you just play knight f3 and d4. Okay, Ali? So if you go by the main line, over here is the opening book, which he can explore. This is the way you improve your openings. Okay? So basically, let's just go with the main line. Now, this is the main line. This is the Najdorf, which of course entails a lot of theory. But now, as you learn it, as you push through the dense forest, I'm paraphrasing what Lauren just said, right? You're going to push through this dense jungle. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to learn theory one at a time. So in this particular line, you have like so many good moves. You have bishop to e3, bishop to g5, you have bishop to e2, you have bishop to c4. Even Magnus Carlsen has been scoring well with queen to d3. Magnus Carlsen even tried that one. I believe that his idea is just simply the castle queen side, right? Let's see if we can find a Carlsen game. So after knight on b to d7, Magnus Carlsen plays a4. Prevent b5 as part of a restriction process. So knight c5, queen e3, e5, knight to b3. I can't play like Carlsen, forget that. So let's just go with it again, right? Let's just do the main line. e4, c5, knight f3. Let's do a different move. Knight c6 now, right? So we're going to play d4, c4, knight d4, knight f6, knight c3. You'll notice that white has the best of all worlds. Look at black's bishops, Ali and Rizev. Look at black's bishops. This is a gambit black is playing, and you should accept the gambit. The best way to refute a gambit, as Steinitz was quoted, is to try to accept it. So black is gambiting space, and black is gambiting time in the Sicilian. He's giving white a slight preference in both space and time in the hopes that the imbalance will give black an opportunity to win. But if you see the statistics here in these positions, black does not necessarily win that easily, right? Whether he plays e6, whether he plays d6, whether he plays e5, remember to move your knight forward to go after this square. And after d6, you can actually just lock down on everything. Alright? This pawn cannot be taken because black gets checkmated.
Check.
Black actually just gets checkmated.
Check.
So there's no taking the e4 pawn. You have all the time in the world, all right, Allie? I do have to go and teach. Believe it or not, I have another job. I have to go and teach. I have classes starting in a little over an hour. And so chess strategy in action, Lauren. And use this opening book for yourself. And down here below, there's always a list of really good players' games. So once you get a line that you like for example, in this position, I wouldn't recommend it. Go with the top line. And then after this, I go down here, you see Magnus Carlsen beating Fabiano Caruana in the tiebreaker. This is the tiebreak game. So this doesn't look so good, right? But if you choose one of these moves, for example, I like the Karpov move here to prevent a6 and b5. Unfortunately, the Karpov move is not very effective. White doesn't win. So this is the latest Magnus Sicilian. This is the hardest one. So what people usually do here, Ali and Rizev, if black plays the move knight c6, threatening the Sveshnikov later, white sometimes plays knight c3, and then black has to commit, and then we go into this. Now there is no e5 anymore, because it's white's turn to move. But in general, this knight can move back to this square, pawn can go up, bishop can come out. You'll be able to explore for yourself, basically. Personally, in this position, I like knight on d to e2. Look at the statistics. This is the number of percentages that white wins the game, and this is the percentage that black wins the game, and these are the percentage of draws. However personality you have, this is the simplest way, right? Knight f6, and then g3, bishop g2, and we just get our pieces coordinated. Now I know Rizev is putting, and you are putting your bishops on this square like it's an e4, e5 opening, but it doesn't work in the Sicilian. Let's look at your Sicilian, right? You put your bishop here, it doesn't work. What if it were a French defense? If they put their pawn on e6, we can't put our bishop here. It's biting on granite, as Bobby Fischer said in his 60 Memorable Games. So what you want to do, I would use the top line of the opening book. And I think on Saturday or Sunday, I don't know if you were here, Ali or Rizev, you might have left already. But if you learn the main line, and people don't play the main line, all you have to do is figure out, why is this move not as good? And then you will have something to play on. f4 on the third move, not on the second move. f4 on the third move, not on the second move. But I'm not a big believer in those lines because it's a good game for black. You're trying to play f4. f4 doesn't really work. It's down here. Black wins more often than white. I mean, it's playable. You can play any move you want, right? You can, of course, play any move you want because they're all playable. You can get ideas with them. You can win. Magnus Carlsen has shown that you can win with anything. But black just pounds you in the, just bops you in the nose. And then after e takes to e5, knight f6, there's so many games with Garry Kasparov here. Well, Nigel Short got him once. That's interesting. What did Short do? Bishop to b5, check.
Check.
And I'm sure Gary responded with knight on b to d7. So if you hover over it, you can see it. I believe knight on b to d7 is the best move, honestly. That bishop has no meaning in life. We're going to play a6 and b5. They don't want to give up the bishop pair. What year was that? 1990? Interesting. And if you click on this game, it opens it up in a new window. You get a lot of experience. And I would do this with every line. Learn the main lines. Do not fool around with avoiding proper chess. Learn proper chess first. And then, by process of elimination and your powers of deduction, you will find what is different, what is lacking, what squares are controlled in the sidelines only afterwards. But if you learn the main line first, you will go much farther as a chess player. And you will actually be able to find your way. Basically, if you know that you need to go in a certain direction to get somewhere, and you get lost, and then you see the landmarks or the sun or anything like that, you will find your way there. But if you're only analyzing how to get to the end of the block, right, and then you're placed somewhere else in the city, you have no way of knowing where you are or how to get there. Your goal is to get from the opening to a better endgame in one consistent period of time. One consistent strategic event, and you can do it. Anyway. You can play the Grand Prix, but only after you learn the main lines. Learn the main lines, and then you can play the Grand Prix. I did play the Grand Prix with success for a brief period of time, only because I played the main lines. I played the main lines in every variation, and I played the secondary lines in every variation. So I also have played the closed Sicilian, which doesn't give you anything with white. And well, that's a lovely message from Eve's Singularity. I'm working with a lovely young lady who hopefully will be a really amazing superstar. I cannot wait to see how she develops, because she's older as a student and she's going to do amazing things in chess. Absolutely amazing things. Please follow Vonica Queen. Oops. It helps if I put an exclam in front of it.
Hello there.
Hello there, Ishmael. Unfortunately, we were just bringing things to a close. As we get our echo, right? So yeah, in general, I would learn the main lines. Absolutely learn the main lines and understand what a good game of chess looks like. And only then, by your powers of deductive reasoning and awareness of what the main line looks like, and then you can assess the sidelines and their pros and cons. Try not to do it the other way around. You should know what you're up to. Who is this guy? He is back. I love this fellow's accent. Oh, really, Sag? Hello, like a grandmaster. Yeah, if you're tired of bad positions, learn the main lines. Yeah, just enjoy learning the main lines. That's the most important part. Try to enjoy the main lines. And Lauren, I know we were having our conversation before. Secrets of Modern Chess Strategy is Watson's. This is not recommended for beginners, by the way. Secrets of Modern Chess Strategy is John Watson's version of My System. It's literally John Watson's My System. That's what he should have called it. And then you have Chess Praxis by Nimzovich, aka Chess Strategy in Action by John Watson. This book, for you, I would study the games of Capablanca. I would suggest Capablanca, best games for Capablanca, move by move. I love all of the move by move series. They're only missing Garry Kasparov, Smyslov. They're missing 3 world champions, the Move by Move series. I can't think of what they are right now. But you should definitely do world champions, Ali. Ali and Rizev, you should definitely be doing world champions. We're going to roll the ending credits, everyone. Namaste. Please hold with us. Please hold with us for the raid, okay? Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much. Ishmael, thank you for the Just Do It, man. You are the best. Yes, Ali, that is a great book. You could go through that one twice over. And I also like Capablanca's Best Games by Golombek. And Capablanca Move by Move. Once you really get through Capablanca, I'll tell you when, by looking at your games. Okay, then you'll be able to move on to Alekhine. But Capablanca, I think studying chess begins with your ABCs. Alekhine, Botvinnik, and Capablanca. Cheers and thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Did I not raid the right person? Yes, I did raid the right person. But if he's on Chess TV, he's not allowed to acknowledge the